on the world's second largest country, Antarctica. Um, I know a lot of people are going to claim that Antarctica is not a country, but I've played it so many times in Geoguessr, with an Antarctic flag, that it's actually seems to be popular with the Geoguessr community. I've found as many as three other Antarcticans in a single Geoguessr stream. Um, and Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be an official GeoGuessr map of Antarctica. I think this one is likely to contain all of the official Google coverage, though, because I can only find any official Google coverage, as opposed to photospheres, in the immediate vicinity of McMurdo Station, and that the description here seems to fit, right? On Ross Island, including locations on the surrounding mainland and in the bay itself. Um, and so McMurdo then is the largest, I guess, inhabited location in Antarctica. In the summertime, it can have as many as 1,000 people. Um, and so we can play. Um, and I'm, here for countries with small amounts of coverage. I'm not going to do three whole streams. Uh, but oh, this is Scott's Hut. This is yeah, this is it's the oldest building in McMurdo, so to speak. Um, let's see. Yeah, there's Scott's Hut in McMurdo Station, and this was built by I can't remember his first name, Scott. Who was one of the first people to attempt to reach the South Pole. And Amundsen got there first, and Scott died. Yeah, there's some Bovril, there's some tablets, there's some cocoa. That yep, Scott's Antarctic expedition. They had their own boxes. Um, Now this is not the room that has. There's a room that has a bunch of supplies that this looks like it's where they put their boxes when they were done, and that is the great outdoors. It looks like. Uh, and so we can walk outside, and here we have the beautiful Antarctic landscape with a panoramic view of McMurdo. And you can see, like that they have facilities for accommodating a quite large number of people at McMurdo, and the fuel tanks. And is that an observatory on the hill? Okay. And this is Scott's Hut. The the historic structure, now over a century old, and 5K on our first round in Antarctica, 1 meter from the correct location. Okay, now is that Mount Erebus there possibly? Okay, we are not at McMurdo. Uh, let's see. There's one thing here. Enter at own risk. what what could happen? Okay. Do not touch artifacts. Antarctic Heritage Trust in Antarctica, New Zealand. Wait, this isn't Scott's Hut again, is it? Oh, Captain Scott's Terra Nova Hut, Cape Evans. So there must be a different historic site here. Chemical, biological, and other hazards exist. Fire extinguishers. Just What what catches on fire in here? Um, yep, we have. And by the way, nothing decays in Antarctica. You know, the provisions for the Scott expedition are entirely edible. You know, more than a century later. Um, I would assume maybe you violate the, you know, the code of conduct mentioned before, but yeah, you could probably open one of these tins of fish and eat it. Um, Rhubarb? Hmm. Yeah, not sure what most of this stuff is. Okay, so where's Cape Evans? Um, or are we simply wait, is there are are we just in a different part of Scott's Hut? Um, did they leave bedding behind? Hmm. Okay, so it's on a different part of the island. Um, wait, yeah, it couldn't have been Scott's Hut because, you know, there was the same view, you know, there wasn't a view of McMurdo. Okay, so Cape Evans then is apparently there. As you can see, there is absolutely nothing on the map marking that there's a different hut left by the Scott expedition there. Okay, and so in the middle of the island here, this is Mount Erebus. It's an active volcano, you know, part of the Pacific Ring of Fire. And McMurdo is located, you know, essentially in the same longitude as Christchurch, New Zealand. And so, for instance, McMurdo keeps the same time zone as New Zealand, and so does the South Pole Station for convenience because of the forward basing for most of the facilities in Antarctica actually runs through McMurdo Station. You know that they have, you know, the best base available, and then you know everyone that goes to McMurdo goes there from Christchurch, New Zealand, except you know possibly for people on the cargo ship that comes once in a while in the summer to deliver all of the supplies. I don't know where that comes from, but you know the normal way for someone to reach McMurdo Station is to fly there from Christchurch. Um, and here we have a spot that is very steep. Um, that looks like it may be the bay, right? Um, yeah. Okay, so it flattens out here, out down here. I'm thinking that this might be sea ice, except that there's more hill over there. Maybe the sign is useful if we can get to it. Castle Rock climb route hazards. Um, is that people climbing this thing? Okay, so there's flags on the trail here. We found the bollards. These are the Antarctica bollards. You know, actually, they do drive supplies to the South Pole Station from, I guess not actually from McMurdo because McMurdo is on an island. Okay, that looks like it could be Mount Erebus. That's my guess about this location. You know, Mount Erebus being a volcano, although It's not big enough actually. Now that I think about it, I mean, I think Mount Erebus is a full size sort of mountain. 3,500 meters in elevation or something like that. Um, okay, where did everyone come from? I mean, there should be. Well, there it could just be a helipad, like where they came from, though. This is the end. Looks like this is the end of the line for the. Yeah, there's been a snowmobile on the trail. Uh, yeah, Castle Rock Climb. Yeah, I don't know where that is, and it's probably not marked on the map. Um, uh, yeah, I'm thinking maybe it's nearby on the mainland like this. Um, nope. It turns out that was actually above McMurdo, which that explains how people got here. See the road? Um, okay, so we found Wiley Field Road. Um, you'll notice here that they have it going out onto the ice and over to here, right? Because um, this is I don't know if you could necessarily call it permanent ice because, as I said, boats actually deliver supplies to McMurdo. Um, and this is what happens when you are looking at a country that doesn't have a lot of locations. Okay, so we got another 5K. Okay, this is indoors at McMurdo, clearly. Yep. Oh, nice. There's a little overhead crane there. Um, there's Christmas lights. Let's see. Only BFC employees beyond this door. So what is this? Is this the okay, this is where they cook. Okay. Looks like. Or maybe not. Maybe this is somebody's apartment. Um if it is, it must be one of their longtime residents, right? Oh, it's Antarctic Monopoly. Look at that. Okay. So this clearly has to be in the McMurdo station. Downtown McMurdo, we have. There's those big habitation blocks, right? Which ones are those? Well, from Scott's Hut, we saw that it was on the left over here, so they must be these things. Yeah, this looks right. Um, we have Ice Stock Avenue, Beaker Street. Uh, yep, General McMurdo. We have Hut Point Drive. Hut Point Drive, of course, goes out to Scott's Hut. Arrival Heights Road. So the airport is the airport up here then? Castle Rock Loop. Um, yep. And then, I think arrivals in McMurdo then are okay, so we've got we can go that way, right? Okay, so looks like we've got where you can pick up tents. Is that a that's a big scale, right? Oh, that's funny. They have, cans here for non-ferrous metal, heavy metal. Recycling must be wow, look at all those different cans. Recycling must be tricky in Antarctica. and I was actually 400 meters from the right location. That it was over in this unmarked building on General McMurdo Station Road. Okay, so like the map, um, we have our game breakdown. So you can see, there were not a lot of area to look at. That somewhere over here, I should mention, it didn't come up, but if you see a place that has no ice cover at all in an Antarctic map, where it's just bare rock, um, over here there's an area called the Antarctic Dry Valleys, which looks like that, and it turns out that it's a place where it's a desert. Some of the highest temperatures in Antarctica have been recorded there. Like temperatures of like 17 degrees Celsius. Um, and it's actually a site that's used to find meteorites because there are ice flows that go down a mountain into the Antarctic dry valleys and melt. And so everything that fell on the ice while it was accumulating accumulates on the surface of the ice. And there's only one way for a rock to fall on an ice surface in Antarctica. Um, so if you see something on top, it probably is a meteorite. Okay, so yeah, 16,000 points. I don't think I can get an explorer badge for this, unfortunately, um, because it's not an official Geoguessr map. So I guess this stream is done early.